Hello YouTube, Michael here, the Geek for Life, and I've actually finished all of my August 2015 unboxing videos, which I'm sorry it took me a little bit longer than I thought it would, but I finally knocked it out. Most of them actually today, so you'll notice most of them had the same theme of me wearing the same shirt. But I actually went and counted and I realized I had 6 boxes, so I thought I might as well do an end of the month ranking for them, why not? So I am going from worst to best, bottom to top, as it were. And coming in at number 6, Collectible Geek. I'm including links to all of the individual reviews in the description for this one, so I'm not going to go into each of the boxes too in depth, the items, that kind of thing. Those of you that did watch the video, you saw that the reason was, well, I actually had 4 reasons, but the main one was the value. It just wasn't there. I do want to talk a little bit about Collectible Geek, though. I mentioned in my video that I had sent them an email. I'd let you know if I got a reply. I did get a reply. The customer service, very nice. Definitely good people, always respond. There was sort of an acknowledgement within the company that this wasn't the best box that was put out there. I did watch the, what was it, the Geek Talk with Johnny Tellez, and they had the Beardy Nerd on there too, and a couple other people. But one of the people they had on there was the CEO of Collectible Geek. He was one of their guests, and he talked about the company some. I learned a lot of new things about the company. I didn't realize he was actually running it out of his house. It was mostly him and a few friends. Um, so I actually thought it was a much bigger company than it really is. But yeah, I learned some things about it, and they even talked about this box. It really does seem that this was out of the ordinary for them to have a box that failed like this, and unfortunately, it happened to be the very first box that I get from them. That is this box. It's the Romero Fandom Cache. Um, so at the time, I was very frustrated, and I. At the time I was never going to go back to them. I was like, I wasted so much money. I didn't get anything. I didn't really get the value back. I was not happy about it. It wasn't anything close to what I was really expecting. Uh, Only a couple of items in there I thought were like really good, and the rest were sort of average. And like I said, the value just wasn't there. So at the time, I wasn't going to go back to them at all. And honestly, the fandom caches, I may never go back to one of them, but they do have much cheaper boxes there, and I do know that there is a Star Trek one coming out at some point, which I am very excited about. So when that one comes, I'm a huge Trekkie, by the way, and so when that one comes out, I might give that one a try. It's a much cheaper box. It's a lot less risk. So, Collectible Geek, I'm sorry to say, for August 2015, number 6. Number 5. Super Geek box. Not really a bad box. It's not really my style. A lot of these are in this order just based on my personal preferences as opposed to anything else. It's not that anything in here was bad and the value on the box was great. It just, Super Geek box really isn't really, yeah. It isn't my thing. A few other things were great. I got a few things for other people. Actually, this might have been my favorite thing in the box was the stress ball, weirdly enough. So I still have it for another few months, so you will see it pop up more often, and we'll see where it goes. But for right now, it's going to take the number 5 spot. Super Geek box. You can't see, but they're actually stacked up right here off camera. Nice big tower. This one might seem to be a little bit of an unusual for this. The Nerd Block Welcome Block. It may not seem like a fair thing to put it in here. But honestly, the items in here, it almost did seem like it was a smaller subscription box. They really put a lot in here, so I thought that it was worth putting it in. The figure, the magnet, a few other things. I mean, it was like just a cheaper version of their subscription box. And, you know, $20 value, which is great considering it's a welcome block. You don't really pay anything for it. But still, I thought that it was pretty good, so I put it right here in the number 4 spot. Number 4. So, Nerd Block Welcome Block. That's nice. Top 3. And in the number 3 spot, Hero Crate. This was the Batman theme. Really why it's not higher is just because of the value. I thought that it was a good box. I think that the theme was great. I think that the overall theme of the company is great, where they just pick one character, and they center the entire box around it. And I liked all four of the items in here. I think everything in here was a good choice, but the value, I mean, compared to the top two spots, the value just wasn't there. I really like this box. I'm going to keep on with it. I hope that the value increases. But really, the value is about what they say it's going to be. They promised about a $40 value. I think this one came up a little bit under that, but no big deal. And I liked all four of the items, so Hero Crate. Number 2, Loot Crate. This was the Villains 2 Loot Crate. Similar to the Hero Crate, it only had a few items in it. They both seemed to spend most of their money on like the bigger items, and they stayed away from the fluff and the filler, which was really good. I like that. This one had the Venom mug, the apron, the Joker figure. Just really good items. I loved all four of them. I actually used the mug. I'm going to use the apron. The pen, I think, is the only thing I don't really use, but I still like it. I just need to find a way to display it better. I might even start wearing it to events and just whispering Hail Hydra in people's ears just to freak them out. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I liked everything in here. So, and these are the professionals. They've been around longer than anybody else, Loot Crate, and they definitely show it. They're doing great. This was the second great month in a row. Heroes 2 was the month before, and they're both great boxes, so I look forward to many more. Loot Crate. And number 1, Marvel Collector Core. It might seem a little unfair to take a box that has so much advantage and put it near the top. I mean, they are a partnership between Marvel and Funko, so they do get all the exclusives, and they can really afford to pack them in here, and they get all the advantages of a company that's been around for a long time without actually having been around for a long time. But at the end of the day, good is good. And I mean, 2 pop figures, a great shirt, the pen. Wasn't that thrilled with the comic book, but then again, I also haven't read the comic book either, so that could be it. I mean, really, this is a great box. It's only bi-monthly, and I don't think I'll do this every month. I don't really order a lot of boxes. I just happened to notice that I had 6 this month, so it was a good time for a review for all of them. I thought I could get away with the countdown. I don't know quite yet what it's going to look like for next month. It sounds weird. I should know which subscriptions I got, and I'm sure I would if I actually took the time to list them out, but I didn't. And I'll find out if I have enough next month for one. But until then, Marvel Collector Core. Pretty good month overall. I mean, there was only one box that I considered to be a bad box, which was the Collectible Geek one. And like I said, I really do feel after having spoken to the customer service and after having listened to the CEO on the Johnny Tejas Geek Talk show, go for a little bit. I really do feel like this was more of an aberration for them, that this box was not normal. So when the Star Trek box comes out, I'll probably give that one a try and see where it goes. So not a bad company, and I will be giving them, well, I'll probably be giving them another try. We'll see where that goes. So not a bad month. I was going to go through and do like a best item, worst item, that kind of thing. There were quite a few good items, so I didn't want to really do that. A few bad items. I don't want to draw too much attention to those right now. Maybe as we go down the line, a few months from now, I might bring that back. But I did want to point out that one of the trends I saw this month that I thought was a good trend was not so much fluff and filler. There were 2 boxes, Hero Crate and Loot Crate. They really focused more on the bigger items, and they stayed away from the fluff and filler. And I personally really like that. I mean, if I only get 1 or 2 really good items in something, that's all I need. I don't need a lot of fluff and filler. I don't need you to throw in stickers and temporary tattoos and magnets and all that stuff. You don't need to do that. Just a few really good items is all you need. So I just thought I'd throw that out there in case any of these companies are listening. I think Marvel Collector Core is kind of in that same boat. They don't really do fluff and filler. Although I do kind of consider the patch and the pen to be a little bit on that side, but kind of not. I don't know. August 2015, a good month. The September boxes have already started rolling in. I'm going to try to get to them as they come in instead of waiting like I did for August. So you should be seeing these videos pop up a little bit more often. In the meantime, Geek for Life signing off, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.